She disappeared in 1979. Her body was found in a river. Police suspected a serial killer, but they had no proof. 45 years later, new technology provided the evidence. In the spring of 1979, 19-year-old Kathy Halle disappeared near Chicago, and her body was later found in a river, the victim of an apparent murder. Investigators suspected she might have been a victim of serial killer Bruce Lindahl, who was active in the area at the time, but no solid evidence connected him to her death, and the case went cold. Lindahl was a suspected serial killer who died in 1981 from an accidental self-inflicted knife wound during an attack on another victim. He was believed to have killed at least a dozen women and girls during his crime spree, but without physical proof, investigators could not definitively link him to Kathy's murder. For over 4 decades, Kathy's family waited for answers, while investigators occasionally revisited the case, but the evidence had degraded over time, and traditional DNA testing could not produce a usable profile from samples collected from Kathy's clothing. In 2023, detectives decided to try a new DNA collection method called MVAC, which stands for microbial vacuum and concentration. This technique works like a wet vacuum to extract tiny amounts of DNA, even from heavily degraded materials. The MVAC method successfully developed a DNA profile from Kathy's clothing, and when investigators compared it to DNA from Bruce Lindahl's remains, which had been preserved after his death, they found a match with a probability of 9.4 trillion to 1. This provided clear proof that Lindahl had killed Kathy Halle. In 2024, Illinois authorities officially declared the case solved, though Lindahl had been dead for over 40 years, meaning he would never face trial. The resolution brought deep relief to Kathy's family, who had fought for decades to preserve her memory and find answers. The case showed the power of new DNA technologies to solve even the oldest cold cases and bring closure to families who have waited decades. And it highlighted the importance of preserving evidence, as the clothing that provided the breakthrough had been carefully stored for more than 40 years. Bruce Lindahl thought he had escaped justice by dying, that his secrets would die with him, but advances in DNA technology finally exposed the truth, proving that no killer can hide forever from the genetic evidence they leave behind. Kathy Halle's murder was solved 45 years after her death, and while her family will never see her killer in court, they finally have the answers they deserved.